Hey everyone, today I am here before you with one of the basics in English grammar, parts of speech. Words are divided into different kinds or classes according to their usage, and they are called as parts of speech. That means, according to the work they do in a sentence, words can be divided, and they can be divided as 8. First one, noun. Second one, adjective. Third one, pronoun. Fourth, verb. Fifth one is adverb. Sixth one, preposition. Seventh one is conjunction. And the last is interjection. Now, we can look at each one in detail and understand it better. First one, noun. A noun is a word used as the name of a person, place, or thing. Noun is a word used as the name of a person, name of a place, or name of a thing. We can look at the given examples. Samir is playing. What's the noun here? Samir, because it's a name of a person. Second one, Kolkata is a big city. What's the noun used here in this sentence? Kolkata, because it's a name of a place. Last example, the rose smells sweet. What's the noun? A rose, because it's a name of a thing. So what's a noun? Noun is a word used as the name of a person, place, or thing. The word thing includes all objects that we can see, hear, taste, touch, or smell, and something that we can think of but cannot perceive by the senses. So all those things are included in as noun. Okay. Example, courage, brave, fear. Those words can also be considered as a noun. Next one is adjective. Words used to describe a noun. So we studied what's a noun. So the words which are used to describe a noun can be called as adjective. Look at the example given. He is a brave boy. What's the noun used in this sentence? Boy, isn't it? So in order to describe the boy, we used the word brave. So the word brave is the adjective used in this sentence. Okay, so brave boy is an adjectival usage. Here I have included little more adjectives. New shirt. Shirt is a noun and the word new is used to describe that shirt. Okay, so the word new is an adjective and the word shirt is a noun. Next one, sweet mango. Mango is a noun. In order to describe that mango, we used the word sweet. So the word sweet is an adjective and the word mango is a noun. Next one, fast train. Train is a noun. So the word fast is an adjective because we used the word fast to describe train. Okay. And the last one, small village. The word village is a noun and the word small is an adjective. I think you understood. Now we are moving to the next one and it's pronoun. What's a pronoun? It's a word used instead of a noun. Usually we use pronouns to avoid repetitions. Look at this example. John is absent because he is ill. The word he is the pronoun we used in this sentence. I think now you got the meaning of this usage. That means here the word he is used instead of the noun John. Instead of saying John is absent because John is ill, we used he is ill. Okay, so we used the word he in order to avoid the repetition of the noun John. Okay, so what's a pronoun? Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Here I had given little more pronouns. He, she, they, it, I, we, you, me, us, him, her, them, our, etc. All this can be called as pronouns. These are the generally used pronouns in English. Next one is a verb. What's a verb? Word used to express an action or state. Usually, verbs can be called as action words or doing words. That means the words which are used to denote or express an action or a state of being can be called as a verb. Look at the examples given. They went to school. Here the word went denotes an action. Okay, so the word went is the verb used in the first example. And look at the second example. Iron is a very useful metal. The word is the verb used here, and that denotes state of being. Okay, so iron is a very useful metal. The word is can be called as the verb here. Next one, adverb. What's an adverb? Adverb is a word that tells us more about verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. In case of nouns, we used adjectives to describe the noun. Like that, in case of verbs, in order to describe the verbs, we can use adverbs. Not only to describe the verbs, in order to describe the adjectives or adverbs also, we can use another adverbs. Okay, you'll look at the example and you'll understand it better. First one, he ran fast. We can identify the words used here. The word he is the subject or the noun used. We can say it's a pronoun and it is acting as a noun also. The next word, ran, is a verb because it denotes an action. And what is the word fast? That's the adverb. That means it is giving us little more details about the verb ran. How he ran fast. Okay, so in the first sentence, the word fast is used to describe the verb. So the word fast is the adverb used in the first example. Look at the second example. My book is there. My book is there. So in this sentence, what's the adverb used? There. Look at the next example. He met me yesterday. The word he is a noun, met is a verb, me is an adverb, and here again one more adverb is used, that is yesterday. Okay, I think you understood. Now we are moving to the next one, prepositions. What are prepositions? Preposition is a word used before noun or pronoun to show the relationship of these words to some other parts of the sentence. We already studied what's a noun and pronoun. What's a noun? Noun is the name of a person, place or a thing, and pronoun is a word used instead of noun. Okay, so what is preposition? Preposition is a word used before this noun or pronoun to show the relationship of these words to some other parts of the sentence. Okay, look at the example. The book is on the table. I go to school by bus. Okay, the book is, that's a noun there, isn't it? The book is a noun there. The book is on the table. Really, there are two nouns in that sentence, the book and the table. Okay, so in order to connect these words, the word on is used. Where is the book? It is on the table. Okay, then next one, I go to school by bus. In order to connect the school and bus, the word by is used. Okay, so I go to school by bus. The preposition used is by. Okay, next one is conjunction. Conjunction is a word used to join words or sentences. Really, it acts as a junction itself. Okay, so look at the example. Rama and Hari are cousins. In order to join the words Rama and Hari, we used the conjunction and, isn't it? So, in order to join these two, we used the word and that's a conjunction we used in that first sentence. Look at the second one. I ran fast but missed the train. In this case, we used the conjunction but to join the two parts of the sentence. Okay, first part is I ran fast, second part is missed the train. So in order to connect these two sentences, we used the word but. Okay, in the first case we used and to connect both the words Rama and Hari, but in the second sentence we used the word but to connect the sentences I ran fast and missed the train. Okay, so what's the conjunction we used in the second sentence? But. Okay, so I think you understood what's a conjunction. Conjunction means word used to join words or sentences. It acts like a junction itself. Okay, the next one is interjection. What's an interjection? It is a word which expresses sudden feelings or emotions. Sudden feelings or emotions can be expressed through some words. Look at the example. Hooray, we have won the match. The word hooray is the interjection we used. The next one, alas, he is no more. It's an expression to show sadness. Okay, so that word interjection, alas, is used there. I think you understood all this. We can say it once again. First one is a noun. It's a word used as a name of a person, place or thing. Next one is an adjective. It's a word used to describe a noun. Next is pronoun. It is a word used instead of a noun. Okay. Then verb. What's a verb? We can say it's a word used to express an action or state. In short form, we can say that it's a doing word or action word. Then what's an adverb? Word that tells us more about verbs, adjectives or adverbs. Okay, it is adding little more things to verb, it is adding little more things to adjectives, or it is adding little more things to adverbs. Then preposition. It is a word used before noun or pronoun to show the relationship of these words to some other parts of the sentence. Okay. The next, conjunction, is a word acting like a junction between words or sentences, because it's a word used to join words or sentences. Next is interjection. Interjection is a feeling denoting or emotions denoting word. The word which expresses sudden feelings or emotions can be said as interjection. Now we are moving to an exercise section. You have to identify the words in the given sentences. An example is given below. She must have reached home. Verb. What's the verb used in this sentence? She must have reached home. What's the verb? Must have reached. So not one thing. While we are explaining or while we are pointing out the verb in a sentence, if there's an auxiliary verb in the sentence, that should also be read together. So must and have is an auxiliary verb used to the must and have. Okay, so that's why we read it together. Must have reached is the verb used in this sentence. Here onwards we are starting the exercise. Look at the first one. She went to the market and bought some eggs. Here the word went is a, what's the word went here? Is it an adverb? Is it a verb? Or is it a noun? Next one. I want to go now. Here the word now is a or an dash. Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? Or is it an adverb? Okay. So the word now, is it explaining the noun or is it explaining the verb? Okay. Understand it and write it there. The next one. What are you doing there? Here the word there is a or there is an dash. Is it an adjective? Is it an adverb or is it a verb? Fourth one, there's a mouse underneath the piano. The word underneath is a or an. Is it a conjunction? Is it a preposition or is it an adverb? Fifth one, masons build houses. The word masons is a verb, an adverb or a noun. Here are the answers. She went to the market and bought some eggs. The word went is a verb there because it denotes an action. Okay. Second one, I want to go now. It's an adverb. The word now is an adverb because it is giving little more explanation or it is giving little more description about the verb go. Okay. Then next, what are you doing there? The word there is also an adverb because it is giving little more details about are you doing. Okay. The next, there's a mouse underneath the piano. The word underneath is a preposition. Next one, masons build houses. The word masons is a name of people. So masons is a noun. I think you understood all these things. And here 2 more questions are there for you to answer. Answers of these 2 questions should be done by yourself. First one, how many types of parts of speech are there? Second one, hooray, we are going on a vacation. Here, hooray is a or is an dash. Okay, thank you.